If that means that we're getting doctors to think twice before they prescribe these opioids, good.
A twist in the trial of the man who became the face of the local prescription drug crisis. Good evening, everyone. Dr. Eugene Gosy, originally facing dozens of charges, all connected to his practice in Williamsville, striking a plea deal.
That deal made on the same day the pain management doctor was set to go on trial in connection with the deaths of 6 patients. Tonight, Gosy is a free man until his sentencing in May. He was facing life in prison. Now he could spend a little more than 6 years behind bars and a $1 million fine. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley takes us into the courtroom.
It was a very, very tough, agonizing decision for all of us, particularly for Dr. Gosy.
Appearing in Buffalo Federal District Court, Dr. Eugene Gosy agreed to accept a plea deal with the U.S. Attorney's Office. Instead of going to trial on 78 separate charges, Gosy pleaded guilty to just 2.
Dr. Gosy has admitted to conspiring unlawfully to distribute controlled substances over nearly a 10-year period. Further, he has admitted to committing health care fraud.
Dr. Gosy acknowledged he prescribed opiates and other controlled substances without a legitimate medical purpose or even doing exams. The 59-year-old physician also admitted he failed to maintain patient records and follow up on warning signs of addiction.
And each of them represented failures in his Hippocratic oath.
Gosy told the federal judge he falsely billed the New York State Insurance Fund for examinations at his Williamsville practice when he wasn't even in the country.
This office has spearheaded that enforcement effort by targeting those who peddle this poison in our communities.
Under the plea agreement, Gosy could be sentenced to 6.5 years in a federal jail. Defense attorney Joel Daniels felt the plea deal was better than a 4-month-long trial that included charges Dr. Gosy was responsible for 6 patient deaths.
If there were a conviction on any one of those death instances, that could result in a very, very long sentence. Perhaps even a life sentence.
U.S. Attorney James Kennedy said mercy was part of the deal.
Dr. Gosy, frankly, is not a cold-blooded murderer, but a physician who likely started treating patients for pain with the best of intentions.
But prosecutors said Gosy's practice became so large with over 30,000 patients that greed took precedence over care.
Because he liked the money and the lifestyle it provided.
The plea deal also carries a huge financial penalty. Gosy must now pay more than $344,000 in restitution to his victims, and he could be fined up to $1 million when he's sentenced on May 21st. In downtown Buffalo, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.
I'm Olivia Proya. The Dr. Gosy case surrounds one thing: how he treated patients who came to him to manage pain.
Patients like Penny Hollis from the town of Niagara. She says she struggled to get her medicine after Dr. Gosy stopped practicing, labeled an addict simply because she was one of his patients.
When you go now to order your medication, you hear, "Oh, I know why you're ordering your meds, because I remember you. You were a Gosy patient, weren't you?" What the hell difference does that make?
Hollis says Dr. Gosy was the best doctor to ever treat her and wishes he would be left alone.
I don't think he should be punished for this. I don't think he did anything wrong that anybody else hasn't done. In fact, today, if he was there today, I'd go right back to him right now. I love Dr. Gosy. I found nothing wrong with him whatsoever.
Federal prosecutors say they believe Dr. Gosy's actions were motivated by money, and he never intended to harm his patients.
As our Ed Riley mentioned, Dr. Gosy will be sentenced on May 21st. Olivia Proya, 7 Eyewitness News.